everyone on YouTube, it's me, Spooky Memphis, back at you with our adventures in Pokémon Uranium, the Nuzlocke. Today we're continuing from last time. Things got rather dangerous last time, so we're now in Legan Town. Yeah, last time there was nuclear fallout. It was not fun at all. Indeed, we almost died. Yeah, so we're continuing our adventure. And, of course, joining me, as you already heard, are Author Memphis and Sir Memphis, who are, of course, here as my companions here in this challenge. Yeah, of course, it's going to be spooky doing the battling today, but we're here for moral support. I do not believe I'll be good for that today. I'm still quite disheveled, and, well, I'm still not quite over what happened in our last adventure. Well, don't worry about it, Sir Memphis. We know losing Neko was not fun. Probably the worst loss we've taken thus far. But you know what? We're going to keep on going. We got ourselves a new Pokemon and more captures to do today. Things are not that terrible. I would say that they're still pretty terrible, but I confess things could be far worse. That's Vile Sheldon. He was quite the dastardly opponent. I'm glad that he's dead now. Actually, I think I saw him, with us when we came to Legan Town. That's not possible, Sir Spooky. I drove a flagpole into his back. You don't survive that unless he was a witch. This guy's going on a tantrum about HM moves, which is strange. What on earth are these boxing gloves for? Oh man, this guy's gonna give us items we can use to replace the HMs. We never need to use HMs as long as we keep talking to this dude. This is an amazing this is amazing, indeed. Truly, he is a warrior who will aid us against the forces of the Tandor region. Godless, how are we going to train our Pokemon today? That is something we haven't discussed. I think the most important thing is to start with Sir Boars. We're probably not going to hit the exact level we need just yet today, but we need to get started. We need to make sure all of our Pokemon are, I think the level cap was set 37 or 8, something on those lines, so we have a lot of grinding to do, basically. That's right, Spooky. We're going to make sure our Pokemon are nice and potent. And hey, we found ourselves the Road to Victory Road. We'll need to know this place way later. But it's good that we have this area for now. It's good to know where it is. So I'm curious as to what this large, oriental-looking building is. It appears to be a super training tent. What on earth does that even mean? If memory serves, this is where you can, train up EVs and things for money? Yes, it appears that 500 Pokédollars and I can raise a Pokemon's defense. I don't think we need to super train our Pokemon as much as we did before, but maybe I can try this out a little bit. More towards the center, Sir Spooky! More towards the center! There you go! Alright, this is a little trickier than it looks, but okay, what do we get? We have raised the EV values of Sabors by 12. That is a respectable number indeed. Yeah, I mean, Sabors already had good stats for defense, but raising it a little bit's not bad either. But I think we should save most of that for, actual training. Sounds like a good idea, Spooky. Alrighty, now we need to head up north and help our Daddy-O. It's time for us to deal with these nuclear Pokemon. But I don't know what we're going to do. Those things are still pretty dang tough. I actually overheard when we first got to Legan Town that Steel-type Pokemon have some kind of resistance to nuclear Pokemon, so I think Sir Boars is actually a good choice for this. Indeed, Sir Boars shall prove himself in the field of honor, destroying these vile beasts that threaten the region that we are sent to conquer. They shall fall beneath his power. That's all we're really doing. We're just beating up Pokemon that have been nuclearified. So can we catch a Pokemon here? Yeah, this is a new area. This guy's giving us balls, so clearly we can catch a Pokemon here. Alright, well, it looks like our Pokemon is Ekans. Dang it, why do we gotta catch a lame Pokemon? You know what, it's an Ekans. It's something, I guess. It's just not an ideal Pokemon. So let's see how Sir Boars takes it with this thing. This might be too much for Ekans. Alright, well, didn't need that at all. I mean, truly, we didn't need the snake, but it still would have been good to capture Sir Spooky. I know that today our main objective is to train our Pokemon, but you must also make sure that our Pokemon are, getting into the box so we can use them later if need be. I do intend to do that, but let's go ahead and have Sir Boars basically defeat every Pokemon we see in one attack. This is definitely going to make the EVs and things kind of random, but really, who cares that much? Yeah, I mean, it's not like perfect EVs did anything to help out Necro, did it? Too soon, Sir Alter, too soon. I'm still depressed about that. I'm sorry, Sir Memphis. I didn't mean to bring up our boy again. It's quite alright, but at the same time, not good at all. The loss of Sir Necro was a travesty and a blow to morality. We must train Sir Boars that such problems never occur with him. I mean, that sounds good. I will say, though, that training is going to take a long, long time. Considering everything, like, these Pokemon don't give a lot of experience. These Pokemon ought to be a much better match for us, my man. Go ahead and take out that Basho for the nice old Psybeam attack. Sir Boars, combined with that Emperilla, are definitely going to be too much for these radioactive Pokemon to deal with. Why on earth does our father's Pokemon look like a giant monkey with a crown on its head? It looks ridiculous. Also, why did Psybeam not work on this creature? Don't know, but might as well switch out moves. I will say that Sir Boars is coming along quite nicely thus far. Though his moves are not quite what we would like them to be, eventually I assume that Sir Boars will learn more powerful techniques that are more aligned to his stratagems. Yeah, I'm hoping for more physical psychic moves like a Zen Headbutt would be great. But at the moment, we're just going to have to go with, Psybeam and freaking Headbutt and things. Actually, can't we use Headbutt on, like, trees and things to get new Pokemon? I mean, yeah. I don't remember where those trees are, but yeah, we can certainly do that. Let's see if Sir Boars can finally show Daddy-O what's for. Because so far, that dang monkey has been doing all the fighting for us. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's still doing all the fighting for us. I was really hoping that Sir Boars could do some action here. At least it'll get to hit this Gligar. Indeed, Sir Boars must prove himself in the face of this giant monkey creature. We cannot allow the giant monkey to take all the glory for itself. That is not permissible in any way, shape, or form. Good lord, what on earth is that? 2 nuclear Arboks! Oh goodness, we must fight them alone? Indeed, it looks like we're gonna have to, my man. Nuclear Arbok and a nuclear Baron. This is not gonna be easy. Well, luckily Sir Boars is still here. So, I think the best option is probably going to be to have both Pokemon attack the same Pokemon at once. And hopefully we can take them out. I think that's probably the only option here, Spooky. So, what move are you going to use with Shadow Fire? He still does not know. Mother flippin' flamethrower. Well, hopefully by the end of today he will, but for now I'm just going to have everyone focus on Farand. I don't know as much about that Pokemon, so I assume it's going to be more troublesome than the other one. Well, it seems that our Dragon Shadow Fire have been paralyzed. Perfectly presentable to be smited by a most noble knight, of course, but not by these lowly creatures. Perhaps you should switch our Pokemon. Yeah, that's probably the smartest bet. The question is, who would I switch into? I think that was quite close, but thankfully the Dragon Barand hath been slain. Now, though, you must get Shadow Fire out of that before he dies. Because if he dies, that would be a most grievous disaster. Yeah, understandable. Let's get our Pokemon out of there, and I'm going to send in Carparella, because I'm pretty sure Carparella is our best defense overall at the moment. Yes, it is quite the shame that Sir Spaz is not better with the defensive potency. One would think that he would be, but not quite, in fact. Not quite, in fact. Yeah, it's probably a big shame with Sir Smiles that pretty soon we're going to have better Pokemon on the team, and there's not going to be much reason to have Sir Smiles. So, Alta, I know that I was a big advocate of keeping Sir Necro on the team, and it was Sir Necro that failed. It was mostly my fault, however. Therefore, I must contest that we must keep Sir Smiles upon the team until he is slain. And in this next gym, presuming it is in fact a plant or grass type gym, will be the perfect opportunity for Sir Smiles to show us what he has to offer. Yeah, I think that's a fair thing. We'll let Sir Smiles do his best in the gym. If he comes out on top, all the better, and if he unfortunately falls, then we'll just have to live with it. Well, finally we're getting the HM04 for strength. Now we can finally get to Addertree Town. So, sounds like that next port of call is to get to Addertree. But yeah, we also need to make sure that our Pokemon are grinded. And that's going to take forever. So before we begin our kind of training montage that we're going to be doing, I think we should address the comment question for last time. Yeah, so we're actually recording this episode shortly after the last one. Considering not much happened, well, relatively speaking, between last time and this time. So, don't have as much on the post, but it might change. We'll see that in post if it does. But as for our last comment question, we asked what people's favorite Pokemon trainer theme was. We got all 4 votes, which is a massive downgrade from last time. And we only really got answers for Guzma, and we had one gentleman, our boy Slayer King, say he liked Dianthus theme. Where on earth did everyone go? We had over 20 responses to the last poll. It was far better. Clearly, the question was not adequate enough. Yeah, so I think the most logical thing to do, I know we didn't want to talk about this last time, but we'll have to ask the people at home. Who's going to lose the most Pokemon on this team? Is it going to be your boy Alta? Is it going to be our boy Spooky? Or is it going to be Sir Memphis? Well, I don't know what to say to that. I certainly don't want to lose the most Pokemon, but I also don't want any of us to lose the most Pokemon at all. I wish all of our Pokemon to live so that they may slaughter the enemies of the current kingdom with wild abandon. Yeah, but it's a valid question. Honestly, I could see myself losing the most Pokemon because I still have the least amount of experience on the team. But, you know, hopefully that's not the case. Nonsense, Sir Spooky! You are a valid Pokemon trainer. It shall be I who loses the most Pokemon, for I dropped the proverbial ball and lost Sir Necro. It was quite shameful indeed. I mean, now you guys are saying that, I guess I got to say it's going to be your boy Alter who talks too much, and I might be the nerd on the team, but I can make myself some mistakes too. Apparently we need to actually physically buy tickets. This better not cost money. I mean, it clearly costs money. We really do need to have our Pokemon, Lady Josephine, learn how to fly us around. This is becoming ridiculous. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Nuzlocke City. I don't really have a reason to go to Nuzlocke City, but well, why not? Well, there's an item on the floor. Nice Great Ball. Never does bad to get a nice new Great Ball. Who shall be battling first? As much as I want to train Sir Boars, if memory served, this trainer had flying type Pokemon, so maybe not the best choice for Sir Boars. Although he is a steel type, so maybe I'm being overcautious. Maybe, but we can always switch our boy back in. For now, let's take this dude and his level 29 bird down. His bird is an inferior bird to our bird in every sense of the word. Take it down, Sir Smiles! It is truly a thing about Sir Smiles. We don't use him very often, but he doth hit very quite powerfully. Our Pokemon is able to do quite a bit of damage. Alright, Spooky, so this next dude, if I remember correctly, is using fighting-type Pokemon. So we're going to lead off with our girl, Josephine, okay? So take it to him, destroy this dude. I'll do my best. I mean, he does have a Primate, and it's rather powerful. It is nearly as powerful as our father's. Be careful, Sir Spooky. I think I will be. I'm going to use my, hopefully, speed advantage here. Okay, I'm surprised Lady Josephine isn't faster than that Pokemon, but Regardless, I'm going to have Josephine use Air Cutter, and hopefully that'll be enough. Good lord, it used Fury Swipes. I remember when that destroyed the Damp Dud back in the day. It was not a good day whatsoever. Better to keep Josephine alive than to risk it all for some basic XP that we don't need. Indeed, so Smiles needs more time here as well. We should be stated that we have a much better chance against this next gym, provided it is of a grass theme, than we had against the last gym. But we have Sir Smiles, we have Lady Josephine, we have our Shadowfire Dragon, we also have the Bug-type Pokemon, which I believe bugs eat grass, which is Lady Chuai. Yeah, much better matchup against the next gym for certain. So, one big thing we do need to talk about before we keep going is the HM situation. Who are we teaching strength to? I don't want to teach it to Sir Smiles or Carparella. I mean, it might have to be Carparella because, honestly, Carparella doesn't even know that many potent moves right now, does she? I mean, you might as well get rid of Tackle, and then Strength is just a straight-up better Tackle. I suppose you're right, but I still don't feel good about these HM moves. I wish to get rid of them as quickly as possible. We'll have to check who actually removes those. I don't think we actually met anyone who could do that. Yeah, isn't there like... Oh my god, we never went through Fire Valley. We really need to go do that after we finish grinding. Maybe we'll do that in the middle of grinding. Maybe we'll do it after the grinding. Not entirely certain. But it's just kind of like a thing. Silence! Silence, Sir Alter! Sir Spooky! Quiet! What's going on? Silence! Look over there! Is that Steve? Holy shit, it is Steve. We gotta ambush that son of a gun. Steve, you son of a bitch! What are you doing over here?
Oh hey you guys, how's your cat doing?
You lonely troglodyte! I shall smite you where you stand for that comment!
What are you guys doing here anyway?
Look, Steve, we're just trying to grind our Pokemon so that we're ready for the next gym. And, actually, what are you doing here? Were you digging through the garbage?
No, of course I wasn't.
Alright, Steve, fess up. You're the one who attacked the power plants, aren't you? You better tell us right now or we're gonna put you in a hurtin'.
Wouldn't you rather hear about the awesome cave filled with Dunsparce?
Dunsparce? Oh my Alter, please do not fall for this.
Yeah, it's right past the Pokemon Center.
Guys, there's Dunsparces in a cave! I'm gonna get in there! Stop, Alter, get back here, you fool! It's clearly a trap! Alright, Steve, you might have gotten one over on Alter today, but you better not be here when we get back, otherwise there's gonna be some trouble. I love that you're finally making death threats, Sir Spooky! No, it's not what I meant to say. I didn't mean it like that. Alright, so this is the passage cave. Where did Alter go? Hey guys, I'm here! I'm looking for Dunsparces! Okay, just calm down a little bit, if you would, please. I don't think there's much talking to him at the moment, Sir Spooky. Also, who is that rapscallion there? I don't know, but let's be cautious. Actually, I'm gonna put Boars out front. Maybe we can get some good experience from this trainer. I don't know, you obviously think you can waltz into the Dunsparce gang territory like you own the place. You got another thing coming, son. There are hoodlums here! This was clearly a trap, but at the same time, I'm still surprised. Well, there's one thing that Steve was right about. There were Dunsparce here. Regardless, I'm going to use Iron Defense for Boars. This will increase his defensive strength, so that it should be able to take more hits from this Dunsparce. An excellent stratagem, Sir Spooky, but what are you going to do against this creature? It is quite tanky in of itself. In fact, I am starting to see, vaguely, the appeal of this creature. I mean, don't get me wrong, this Pokemon definitely has some strength to it, but I think Sir Boars, well, maybe Sir Boars isn't the right choice for this Pokemon. Maybe we should change to somebody else. Who else would we use, however? I'm not sure exactly who I want to do the battling here. I just want to give everyone a chance to get some good experience, you know what I mean? Indeed, it's a worthy stratagem indeed. We must ensure that all of our Pokemon are up to snuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and use Return, which should hopefully do... Wow, that really didn't do that much damage, did it? These Dunsparce creatures are actually quite potent indeed. I am rather surprised. Yeah, I'm actually starting to wish we could have captured one of these a while ago. It would have been a really good member of the team. Granted, that would have been the Pokemon we'd have other than Sir Smiles, but, you know. Indeed, but now they have sent forth an Arbor, I think is a good time, perhaps, to switch back into Sabors. He is the Steel-type Pokemon, is he not? Yeah, that's probably the best option for the moment. We'll send in Cerberus and hope he wakes up sometime soon. Because he is going to be immune to all the poison attacks. And Psybeam should do a lot of damage to this Pokemon. We just need to hope that Cerberus wakes up soonish. Oh. Apparently, you stockpiled and then you spit up what you have stockpiled. Was he stockpiling spit or something? That's vulgar. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly Arbok stockpiles there, but now that they use Spit Up, it means all their defenses go away, and we can defeat this Pokemon pretty easily. It's not good at all. We're going to have to defeat these trainers. Do they all have Dunsparces or something? I think this is like a gang of people who all use Dunsparce. That is ridiculous, but at the same time, somewhat hilarious. Regardless, Cerberus needs to prove himself against these lowly creatures. I don't know if that's going to be possible. They're a really, really tanky Pokemon. I think my best bet might be to go to Shadowfire, actually. Because if I'm right, I think Dunsparce might be... It's either a flying Pokemon or it is a normal Pokemon. Well, it does have wings. So perhaps it is, but it appears to be at least partly of the normal variety, which should allow us to destroy it handily. Yeah, but I'm also looking at this trainer. He has like 4 Pokemon. That's a lot of Pokemon. Indeed it is. Also, this Pokemon keeps healing itself. What a pathetic Pokemon indeed. Doesn't Lady Josephine know how to heal herself as well? Silence, Spooky. Don't worry about such things. Alright, well, Shadowfire finally woke up, and it's time for a slash attack. That did quite a bit of damage. However, this Pokemon is still doing quite a bit of damage to us. Thankfully, we still have those citrus berries. That should have been on Sir Necro the whole time. Regardless, the first Dunsparce hath been defeated. Yeah, okay, now he has Modrill. So it is a ground-type Pokemon. We're just gonna have to keep being safe right now. I'd say that did quite a bit indeed. Quite good, Carparella. You may be a dragon, a vile creature, but you do good damage at the same time. Yeah, I really hope that Carparella can learn like a water move or something soon. Because that's like the one thing Carparella doesn't have. Indeed. Hey guys, I haven't found a Dunsparce yet, but I'm working on it. Sir Alta, get yourself back in line. We have battling to do. You need to be prepared for what is to come. We are not here to play. Alright, sounds really good, Sir Alta. Hey, Sir Memphis, I'm gonna head over here to go find Dunsparce. Okay, bye. Get back here, you ruffian! Lord, what's wrong with him? He just really likes Dunsparces. I mean, maybe we could find one in this cave afterwards, but I don't think there's Pokemon here. It's just these trainers. You must think you're big stuff. Walking in here, making grown men cry. Dunsparce gang, we run this corner Tandor. Life for gang members, tough man. Fight the police, protect the environment, clean up litter, help old ladies, can for Dunsparces. Sir, it doesn't sound like you're a gang member so much as you're just a guy who really likes to take care of his community and doesn't agree with the police for some reason. Shut the hell up. It's all grown-up stuff. You really think you can mess with us? You better say your prayers, boy. I'm actually a man, but, I mean, I guess I'll battle you just because I battled everyone else. Alright, so he's gonna send out Dunsparce, which isn't really that surprising. Everyone here seems to have a Dunsparce. Indeed, but now we must battle this one. I see you've switched to Lady Josephine for this battle. Any particular reason? Not really. Oh, that's a rock move. Good lord! You just be to quite a bit of damage there. You better switch into somebody else. Yeah, I'm just trying to decide who I want to switch into is the thing. That's a lot of damage that did, and yeah, I think Sir Smiles might be better, maybe. We'll see how it goes. At the very least, Intimidate will activate and weaken this Pokemon's attack. And true indeed, but it is going to continue to use that move. What is the next stratagem here? I'm going to take a leaf out of your book, Sir Memphis, and I'm going to go ahead and use Bulk Up here. Good lord, Sir Spooky, don't do that! That didn't work at all for me last time! I mean, yeah, but I got more confidence this time. I believe in your confidence, sir, but at the same time, Sir Smiles is now asleep, which is not good. No, it's not. But we're just gonna have to wing it here. Good lord, is this Pokemon able to heal itself indefinitely or something? No, I don't know how many times you can use Roost, which is strange because we actually have that on Josephine, but it's not forever, for certain. And now that Sir Smiles has woken up, I'm going to bulk up one last time. And then I'm going to have Sir Smiles just attack this Pokemon. Sounds like a plan. Also, I hope Sir Smiles survives this, because so far, he's lost over half of his own health. And this darn Pokemon continues to survive. I don't appreciate it at all. Don't worry about it. Sir Smiles will take down this Pokemon. And well, we might have to switch afterwards, unfortunately. But at the very least, Sir Smiles can take down the first Pokemon. Very good indeed. What shall be the next Pokemon, I wonder? Oh, it's a Drillgan. Good lord, what on earth is that? I think it's the evolved form of that Drill Pokemon we saw before. I really wish Alta was here right now to tell us, but I don't know. Good lord, watch out! He's bringing the cave down! Okay, that did a lot of damage. Smokey, what are you doing? I think if I could get at least one hit in, so that whoever I switch in has a better chance, we'll be better off here. Good lord, I hope you know what you're doing, Sir Spooky. This is not a good situation for bravado. Not at all, so I think I'll send in Sir Boars. I'm noticing, as we're battling here, that our team does have a serious weakness to rock-type attacks. Sir Boars can at least survive those, but it's not ideal. No, it isn't, is it? Not ideal at all that we are weak to stones being thrown at us. And apparently this is a Dark-type Pokemon. Okay, that didn't really register at all, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Regardless, I guess I'll use Headbutt. I don't really have any other options here. This is getting rather dicey, Sir Spooky. I don't like it at all. Should we switch Pokemon again? I think we need to attack one more time, and then we will. If I remember right, Rock Slide doesn't have a lot of uses, so we should be getting rid of them soon. I hope you're right! Yeah, let's send in Carparella and see what comes from this. Hopefully Carparella can use a Dragon Rage and knock this Pokemon out in one hit. That would be the ideal here. Indeed, and it appears that it is indeed out of rocks to throw at us. This is quite good. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take it out here. He baited us! That mongrel mutt! How dare he do this? Alright, calm down, Sir Memphis. It's okay. I took down the Drogon, so that should allow our Pokemon to almost level up. It's a dragon! Watch out, Sir Spooky! Calm down, it's okay. It's just a Dunsparce, which, yeah, this is the evolution of Dunsparce that Alta was talking about. This could be difficult, but I think Carparella is still our best bet at this by just using Dragon Rage. Good lord! How much health does it have? Well, since our move always does 40 damage, a lot of health. So I'm going to switch to Return and hope for more damage here. It certainly did more damage, but now we are in quite the predicament. Carparella is almost dead, and we don't have any other Pokemon that can really damage this creature. This is not good, Sir Spooky. No, this is definitely not good at all. We're going to have to really hope for things to get better with, you know, Shadow Fire here. Well, it is burned, so that is an improvement. It's an improvement. But what are we going to do now? Pokemon is going to be burning itself, which is great. But what can we do to damage it? I think the only option we have is to slash it and hope for a critical hit. That wasn't nearly a critical hit at all. Shadowfire is about to die. We need to do something. So Spooky, please tell me you have a plan here. I do, but it's not a good plan. We might have to sacrifice Sir Boars. No, please! At least send in Sir Smiles! Someone... We just got Sir Boars! Why are we losing Pokemon so quickly now? I'm sorry, Sir Memphis, but we really don't have any other choices. It's some kind of dragon flying Pokemon, I think. And so the only real option we have is Chewy and hoping that she's at least faster than this Dunsparce is. Because I have to switch out Shadowfire. Anyone else is going to be defeated in one hit by that Pokemon. So I'm really sorry to do this, but I really don't see any other options here. Sir Boars! I need to stop naming a Pokemon after my squires! No! This is terrible! It's alright, Sir Memphis. I'm going to avenge Sir Boars. If I spent more time grinding him, he wouldn't have died, and that's on me. So I'm going to have to make sure that we win this battle. It was a hard-fought battle indeed. Sir Boars may not have been with us long, but he was indeed a warrior. Also, you just learned Ice Fang, which would have been quite useful against that Pokemon. Yeah, that might have actually been the thing to defeat that Pokemon if we just learned it. I am a little mortified at that fact, but it is what it is, I suppose. Hey guys, I never found that Dunsparce. How'd everything go with battling those weirdos? Alter, Sir Boars is gone. What? Yes, you rambunctious fool! While you were gallivanting about looking for a Pokemon we didn't even know was here, we lost ourselves Sir Boars. I blame you partly for this. How is it my fault? Look, I love Dunsparces. I wanted a Dunsparce, okay? It would have been a great member of the team. I mean, after battling them, it would have been, but the fact is, now we have even more grinding to do, because now Sir Boars is gone. To be fair, Sir Spooky, as much as I hate to say this, we didn't do that much grinding with Sir Boars, therefore, little was actually lost, but it is still an unfortunate thing that we must do this again. Yeah, so, now that that has happened, I will say my goodbyes. Sir Boars, I'm really sorry that we lost you. You know, you had a lot of potential for this team when we first got you, and honestly, I rushed it. I rushed things because I knew we had a lot of grinding to do, and I kind of threw you into the heat of battle to give you the best opportunity to show us what you were made of, and you showed us that you had a lot of good things going for you. But unfortunately, it just didn't work out that way. I didn't want to sacrifice other members for a brand new Pokemon. It really is unfair to you, and I'm sorry for that happening. So it looks like we've now lost 4 of our Pokemon. It is quite unfortunate indeed. But who will be the newest member of the team? That is the good question. Well, honestly, that is a great question. Since we do have that weakness to, like, rock Pokemon and stuff, you know what? I'm gonna take it upon myself to hatch the egg. Because that way we have grass and electric Pokemon on top of everything else. So this will be good diversity for the team. And, you know, things might not look great that we're replacing 2 Pokemon in a row. But I think we can make this work.
Hey guys, did you get your Dunsparce?
Get over here!
Oh my God, get your hands off of me, you son of a...
Alright, well, while they're all doing that, everyone at home, I think that this will conclude today's rather adventurous adventure. I know it wasn't going the way we were expecting it to go, but we did battle ourselves some Pokemon. We started grinding our Pokemon, although we still have a long ways to go. But unfortunately, that's just how it's going to be. We got ourselves started early with the grinding. And now, unfortunately, we're going to have to grind a lot with this egg. But I think we could do some good things with it once it finally does hatch. And by next episode, we'll be ready to head to a tree town so we can fight the 5th gym leader. And that'll be Alter doing that one. And so thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing and all that. And hit the like button. And we never really went over the comment question today, but considering it didn't have that much time to, go through everything, I think that's okay. So, until next time, everyone, this is Spooky Memphis signing out. Y'all have a really great day, and we'll see you next time with more Pokemon.
Catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all!